We're going to start it all off with the girls 16s grand final. And about to take to the field, Auckland and Waikato. Auckland will feature in all 4 of the finals this year. And reminding you that this game kicking off at 11:40. And then at 12:20, we'll have the boys 16s final between Auckland and Bay of Plenty. Then the same 2 districts will meet in the 18s girls final at 1 o'clock. And at 20 to 2, the 18s boys final between Auckland and Southland. Well done to Southland coming through to play in the grand final for 2026. Great effort. But first up, it's the girls 16s final between Waikato and Auckland. Conditions have been a little bit a big shower of rain in our last game as the 2 teams come onto the field. So the field might be a little greasy as we had that heavy shower of rain, but it's all looking good for this girls 16s final between these 2 teams. So Auckland just going through their pre-match presentation before kick-off. Same 2 with Waikato. These 2 have not met in the tournament. Auckland coming into the grand final with 3 wins from their 4 games. A win over Northland 14-4. Tairawhiti 42-4. Drew with Bay of Plenty in their 3rd game 14-all, and then beat Northland 12-6. in the semi-final earlier today. Waikato lost to Bay of Plenty 16-0 in their first game, then drew with Northland 4-all, then beat Tairawhiti 24-6, and then beat Bay of Plenty 12-8 in the semi. So they have improved as the tournament has gone on. No question about it. Liam Clayton's got the whistle for this game.
Go hard out, eh? Go hard out. Let's go, girls.
So here we go, the grand final of the 16s girls for 2026. Waikato finished 3rd last year.
Let's go.
And Auckland Blue finished 5th. Auckland White last year finished 6th. So Auckland, though, coming here with rep teams this year, full-blooded rep teams rather than teams based on their clubs. So these Auckland teams much stronger, arguably, than they were a year ago here at this tournament. See what Waikato have got up their sleeves here. Can they upset this Auckland team, who, while they're undefeated, haven't dominated some of the games that they've played? They have picked up an early opportunity with that error from Waikato, and here comes Vaitai. Try scorer in the semi-final. Waikato have got a lot of players that played in the Georgia Hale Cup just recently, backing up in this tournament. Fa'alili. Here's Lasone. Leonga. Good short ball. Love that angle. And here's the first try. Selu Ika is scoring it. Direct running from the number 2. And Ika has got the first try. Really well worked. And that angle just surprised the Waikato defence as Ika gets that first score. Good work for Ika for sure. And she will convert the try as well. So 6-0 to Auckland. Perfect start for them. I can tell you that the third and fourth playoff game has been completed, and Bay of Plenty have won that 20 points to 10 over Northland. So well done to Bay of Plenty. Upset loss to Waikato in the semi-finals, but they've bounced back to claim third place over Northland. So well done to Bay of Plenty. We've had a pretty good tournament across all the three divisions that they've got teams in here. Penalty here for Waikato. Waikato coached by Hayden Karena, who's, of course, a big legend in Waikato Rugby League. Coached the Georgia Hale Cup team as well, where he's stuck true to form and picked many of those same players again. Now here's Hazel Lang, the captain. Welcome to the game, Hazel. Petty. And now here she is. She's driven backwards as well, and a good tackle by Leonga. So challenges early for this Waikato team, getting some go-forward ball, and there's a little play-the-ball error from Petty. So Waikato, things not going their way in these first 3.5 minutes. Here's the try scorer, Ika. Lamb into dummy half. Korifa. Ruck speed is good for Auckland. Leonga. First receiver, running onto it again. Leonga. Not using too tired this time. Lamb has a crack. Look at the space here for Auckland. Korifa, that was a good tackle though coming in from Karena. She did good coming off her line to stop Korifa. Lamb again, Leonga. Now Lasone. Good hands here from Opeti Finau. Falili could have given the ball there. There would have been a second try right there for Deja Vaitai. Opeti Finau at dummy half, Lasone. Oh, it's been knocked in. What's that player in an offside position? Hazel Lang, and referee says no, it's just going to be a full set for Auckland again. Pretty tough start for Waikato. Kind of shell-shocked a little bit as far Lili. There's a crack at the line, and that looked good. Opeti Finau. No, held up again, says referee Clayton. And in fact, he's caught a loose carry there. So Waikato going to survive back to the 20. Big decision there. Well, Thomas Vera driven backwards for Waikato and some stern defence. Here's Karena. See the 18s Auckland team over there supporting their junior colleagues. And so far that support has rattled Waikato, and so has the performance of Auckland. They look like they're muscling up defensively as well as Ashley is driven back. Now Petty. Hit hard by Ika. Waikato desperately need good front foot, good roll on here. Try and get some territory. Katipa was trying to do just that. And there's the kick. No errors so far for Auckland to give Waikato a chance either. And another penalty. That's not going to make things easy at all for Waikato. Straight back into the action goes Lasone. As I touched on in an earlier game involving Auckland, there are several players in this Auckland team who are only 15 and 14, so they could play. Some of these players here, like Lasone, who's got her hands on the ball, could play in this division for another 2 seasons. Here's another 14-year-old, Fa'alili. Pretty incredible is Tamara Lamb. Here's Liunga. Now Ika. Oh, through she goes again. Selu Ika gets her second try of the final. And Selu Ika from James Cook High School. Again, showing her promise. Again, got all the attributes to be a very good league player. She's big and athletic. If you've got those two things ticked off, you're going to give yourself a chance in this sport for sure. It doesn't turn 17 until March next year. She's only just turned 16 mid last month. And score remains 10-0. Well, here's another look at it again, and Ika. Yeah, just fending off Arohaina Ashley. And strolling in for Auckland's second try. It's a final round player as she restarts play herself. 30 seconds left in this first half, and this is Waikato being basically, someone's ring fenced their half of the field because they can't get through, and there's another error from Paige Purston this time. Just the handling problems have really made it difficult for Waikato to gain any momentum at all. Now they've got to keep an eye on Pasaleo, with Auckland hungry for more points before half-time here. And in fact, there will be no time for that play. So 10-0. It's Auckland in front at half-time in this game. And Ika with all the points, 2 tries and a goal. It's 10-0 at half-time. Well, it's all about Selu Ika in this first half. And she has sealed both movements. Liunga loved that first try, and then it was just a one-on-one contest which Ika won to enable her to go through and score the second try. But CJ Palmer will be very keen to make sure that everything is cool with this team and keep them all focused ahead of the second half. CJ Palmer, who coached the Auckland Vulcans 16s rep team last year. Waikato, well, Hayden Karina. Whether they... Oh, handling error is just an issue, isn't it, for them? If they can tidy that up, at least they'll get some opportunities in the second half, you'd think. He played very well in that semi-final against Bay of Plenty. They were looking pretty solid in this tournament. But this Auckland team have looked fairly solid in their matches. Just tough to beat, tough to score points against. Let's have a look here. They have conceded in this tournament 28 points across their 4 games. So defensively, they've been very hard to crack.
Let's go, girls! This is you now!
But there's still 9 minutes to turn this around for Waikato. So the 16s girls final second half is underway. Auckland leading 10-0. over Waikato. Don't forget we've got the boys final coming up at 12:20 between Auckland and Bay of Plenty. Keep dialed in here on the YouTube channel, the NZRL YouTube channel, as we roll forward through Auckland. Here's Ika again, looking threatening again as Seluika. Ika almost through, and she provides for Lamb, and Tamara Lamb is there. Wow, Ika, what a star she has been in this game. 2 tries, and now that superb set-up effort for Tamara Lamb. And it is 14-0. So Ika's lining up this conversion attempt. So there we are, 14-0. And almost Ika could have wriggled through and scored that try herself just about. But Auckland, Lamb involved, giving it to Ika. Ika's so strong, isn't she? Boy, she could have busted through. In fact, it was a great pass because she was going to deck there in that tackle of Haven Tihi. And Lamb finished that off just to give Auckland a 14-0 lead. So that task, the task for Waikato just becomes that little bit more difficult.
Talk, girls, talk.
Now that margin up, we're going to 14 points. Hazel Lang, good run from her. She's got plenty of courage in the way she plays her rugby league. Good play from Waikato, spreading the Auckland defence this time as Karena wisely cuts back in field. Leonga back there to make a tackle on Lane Nikora. Petty. Is it out to Lang again for another hit up? Torville Smith into dummy half. Now Thomas Vera gets through Fa'alili's tackle. Now that's been touched by an Auckland player. They should reset the tackle count. Petty tidying up. Look at that Auckland defence again. Jeremiah Smith this time making it very tough to go forward. Karena gets rid of Eka's tackle. Now Leonga forced to tidy up. Good fast play the ball. Petty down that short side. Again, Auckland have got their defence sorted out. To Lang. Oh, solid contact on Hazel Lang, this time from Lau Vale. Here's Thomas Feder. Feder gets heavy treatment again, not for the first time in this game. She's tough. Here is Lang. Times to kick beautifully. What a great kick. And it's scored. Good try from Haven Tihi to Waikato on the board. Excellent try to Tihi. And Hazel Lang take a bow. That kick was perfect. And Tihi gets the try, her first of the tournament in the grand final. She was in the 16s Waikato team last year at this tournament as well, so backing up for a second straight year. Though now the conversion attempt for Stevie Lee Petty. 14-4. Here is the try scorer, Haven Tihi. And margin back to 10, which is where it was at half-time in the 16s girls final.
Footwork, T, footwork. Let's again, girls. Do it again, girls.
Boogie, let's go.
Well, 4 minutes left in this final.
Up, girls.
Auckland still with a good lead. Here's Falili. He's subject to some high attention there. Good charge into the line from Maya Vetalino. 2 excellent carries to start. Auckland rolling forward in this set. Tamara Lamb taking advantage. Liunga.
Up, girls. Up.
Here's Lasone.
Don't wait. Up. Get up there, girls.
Working away is Opete Fino. Nice pass to McLeod. Try scorer in the semi-final was Faith Jones-McLeod.
Change your line, Boogie. Change your line.
Here's Liunga. And nice play. Here's Korifa for the corner. Tia Korifa got rid of her marker. And in go Auckland for the 4th try. Korifa from the Te Aratu Roosters Club. Akarana, 16's player from last year. Excellent score. Using the full width of the field. And Korifa. Comfortable try for her. So here is the conversion attempt. Tamara Lamb now having a crack. So 18-4. That try is basically going to make it really tough now for Waikato in these last couple of minutes. So Auckland closing in on the first title that the Auckland Rugby League will be hoping to win here. And they've got finals and appearances in all 4 divisions coming up. So just 90 seconds to play as Waikato have another chance for Torvio Smith. Here's Lang. Bounces. No, hard luck. Lang just not getting the luck there at all. And it's picked up by Ashton Lauvalle. Liunga gives it back to Lasone. Charge into the line by Maya Vetalino once more. Lamb into dummy half. Charge up field from Tutaya. Lamb once more. Look at Falili fire up here. Auckland rampant here. That line speed on defence is punished by Liunga. Well, it's a beaten Waikato team now. They've just not been able to go with Auckland in this final. And a wonderful tournament to Alyssa May Liunga as she scores Auckland's 5th try. And Auckland are going to wrap this up. This is likely to be the last play of the game for Tamara Lamb. It's not to be. But there it is. It's Auckland's title in 2026. They are the champions in the 16s girls division, beating Waikato 22-4. Yeah, thoroughly deserved it. Gone through the tournament unbeaten. 4 wins and a draw. And, well, just a little bit too good on the day, weren't they, for Waikato? Who scored just the 1 try themselves. pretty good effort by this Auckland team. Such great opportunities in rugby league await all of these players. And exciting times for them once you make a rep footy team in Auckland. The world's your oyster, really. Let's have a look at all the action. And it was Ika who was very influential early in the game with that try. Love the angle of that short pass. She finished off the second try as well. This one a bit more work to do. But able to fend off Ashley and go over and give Auckland that 10-0 lead at half-time. And then in the second half, we saw Lamb score the try with Ika providing this time. Shrugging off that one. Getting through Lang. And then offloading really well. As Lamb finished off. Gallant run back there from Waikato's number 3, Thomas Vedder, but she came up just short. Then we saw a beautiful kick from Lang. The weight was absolutely perfect, and Tihi went over to score it. And that got the lead back to 14-4, but 2 more tries to Auckland, sealed victory. This one to Koriwha on the left wing. Just simple shift of the ball, and Koriwha getting through some tired defenders on the outside to seal victory. And then one more for good measure. It was Leunga pretty much doing the same, but a bit closer to the post this time. 22-4, the full-time score. So Auckland win. And we're going to have a match presentation prior to the next game now. The MVP of the 16s division will be named as well. Keep that in, have been given the name, but we'll keep you in suspense for a little while longer. Both teams will be standing by for the presentation. So we can remind you the 16s boys final will be our next match for you. That will be between Auckland and Bay of Plenty. And that one's due to kick off at 12:20. So we'll squeeze in this presentation before kick off in that game. Reminding you too that Bay of Plenty finished in 3rd place in this division, beating Northland 20-10 in the 3rd and 4th place playoff game. So Waikato beating in 2nd place. Hazel Lang, the captain. Fine tournament for her.
Also acknowledging Mana Whenua Te Arawa for welcoming us and hosting us on your whenua. Thank you also to our sponsors, Mainstream, Pertec and Sky Sport. With our runners-up being presented their medals from our football's operation manager, David McMeekin, Waikato under-16 girls. Mai Te Paki for our runners-up, Waikato under-16 girls. Presenting medals to our first place, our winners of our under-16 girls, NZRL District 9s, Auckland.
And here are the champions, Auckland.
Team, Grayson Whamui, Selu Ika, Tyler Fa'ilili, Faith McLeod, Alyssa May Leonga, Kimora Lee Lisone, Laniera Tutaye.
Nice job for Kimora Lee Lisone, who was the captain of this team.
Maya Vettelino, Ashton Lauvale, Naite Opetifino, Giovanna Basilio, Deja
Exciting
Tia Korefa,
team, this one.
Coach Courtney Palmer, and manager Rose Iafata, along with all your management. Well done, team. If we could just have you up the front to take a group team photo, including your management.
So good job for Auckland.
And if we could have your captain to receive the trophy as winners of the Under-16 Girls NZRL 9s 2026.
Well, Sonny getting the trophy now as champions in 2026.
Well done, team. Here are your winners.
In the 16s
Auckland
girls
Under-16
division,
girls.
it is Auckland. Pretty exciting times for a lot of these players. I mentioned most of them, or some of them, pretty decent chunk, can be back for 2027 in this division as well. And some even back in 2028. Pretty amazing. There's some 14-year-olds running around in this
Throughout
team.
the 2 days, we have had our NZRL selectors watching all of the talent
Time
across
to announce the
park,
MVP.
announcing our tournament MVP. Number 8 from Bay of Plenty, Maya Tibbett. Well done.
So yeah, Maya Tibbett has been named the MVP of the 16s girls, and yes, while her team didn't play in the final, it did win 3rd place, and she featured strongly in a couple of games yesterday. What a prospect she is, Maya Tibbett. So congratulations to her. And she secures the MVP in the 16s girls for 2026. Next game coming up shortly.
Your tournament
We're
MVP,
going to have the 16s
Maya
boys.
Tibbett, number 8, Bay of Plenty.
It's the Auckland Bay of Plenty clash coming up to decide who's going to win the 16s boys.
Thank you, Fana. We are not done. We have our next Under-16 boys final kicking off at 12:20 here on field 1. Final between Auckland and Bay of Plenty.
Yeah, come the teams now for the 16s boys finals here on game number 2. The finals number 2 here at the District 9s for 2026. And this should be a cracking game between Bay of Plenty and Auckland. Bay of Plenty, this team here, 4 wins from 4 games, and they have looked fantastic. They're averaging 26 points per game, which is a very big score. And they have been really good, including beating Auckland 26-10 in pool play yesterday. Whether they can replicate that again, we're about to find out. Auckland bounced back after that loss to beat Taranaki 28-4 in the semi-finals. They'd already beaten Taranaki and Northland in pool play. So this is a good rematch. Bay of Plenty thumped Manawatu 30 points to 4 in the semi-finals. Let's get this game underway with Auckland kicking off for Bay of Plenty. And straight away they're looking for gaps out on this right edge. Third and fourth place playoff game has been played already. Taranaki against Bay of Plenty. And Taranaki have won that game by 16 points to 4. So well done to Taranaki, 16-4 over Manawatu. So Taranaki getting third in this year's tournament. Good result for them. That one didn't find touch, so here's Auckland with an opportunity to move forward now. Nice play from Sasulu. He's looking elusive. Cassius Sasulu. Good tackle just in the nick of time from Reynolds. Oh, and there's another penalty going against Bay of Plenty. So Auckland getting a couple of penalties. The opportunity to build some pressure in this game straight off the bat here. And they're looking to do and carry on as Whangupō is put on his backside after that tackle. Good tackle from Bay of Plenty as they go close again, Auckland. Whangupō into dummy half. Resists the opportunity to have a crack himself. Now Auckland, oh, lovely pickup. It's a try. And Rangi is over. Tama Rangi. Good hands initially from Hines. And then how about this play here from Fa'anana? And beautiful pickup for Rangi. So 4-0 to Auckland. And they punish Bay of Plenty for those couple of mistakes. So Rangi gets his first try of the tournament in the 16s final. Rangi 4-0 to Auckland. Bay of Plenty their own worst enemies at the moment. Yeah, both teams very dominant in their semi-final victories. So let's see what Bay of Plenty can respond with here. Portai. He's a key player for them there, front rower. Make sure you don't make mistakes. That's really critical in Nines Rugby League with the halves only 9 minutes long each. Bay of Plenty looking to create some uncertainty in this Auckland defence now. Here's Reynolds. Nice little run around play from Blake, and almost sneaking through was Manu Falau. A restarted tackle count coming for Bay of Plenty. Now Portai again. Bay of Plenty looking a little bit more confident with this play. Reynolds out to Blake again. Blake the fullback, he promising player. Kai Lahi Blake. Waiting at dummy half is Devin Hansen. Here's Pewhairangi, scored a memorable try against Manawatu. Big solo effort. Another exciting prospect coming out of Rotorua. Here is Chase Reed now. Hansen waits at dummy half, gives it to Reynolds. Reynolds, lovely little nudge through. Oh, the bounce. So close there for Bay of Plenty. Unlucky for the home team. A lovely nudge. And boy, if that bounce goes for Manu Falau, on another day, he's in for a certain 4-pointer there. Auckland now looking to respond here. There's a good strong run by Rangi again, the try scorer. Oh, little error. And Maiu'u it is, dropping the ball there. He'll be bitterly disappointed with that one there. Michael Maiu'u. Let's see what Bay of Plenty can do in response. Chase Reed. Hansen. Manu Falau. Into the 10, go Bay of Plenty. Hansen again. Reynolds is to weave some magic. Let's see what Blake can do here. See if they can get the ball out wide on this right wing side to Hure. Scored 4 tries in the semi-final. Manu Falau. Good try-saving tackle from Maiu'u. Whatarirani. And now Bay of Plenty forced to retreat through Blake. Blake again. That's been touched and played out by Auckland. Blake has scored a brilliant try. Kailahi Blake. What a great try. Excellent individual effort.
Try to Bay of Plenty, number 15, Lahi Blake.
And that was superb from Lahi Blake. So 4-4 now. Really good job. And again, this game is going to go, feels like this game's going to go down to the wire, doesn't it? Goal kicking then becomes super important. So score remains 4-4.
Bay of Plenty in Auckland.
Hansen to restart play. Comfortably feeling the kickoff was Rangi, and here comes a play from Sole. Ruck speed is superb. Easy meters gained here by Auckland as Maranata goes forward again. Playing on that right edge, second row position, even though he's a hooker. Here's Auckland with a big boil on here. Oh, lovely from Sasulu. And there's a try to Auckland. Malatino's in. And he goes all the way under the post. Great stuff from Malatino. Super try from Auckland. Doing everything right there. Injection of speed from the fullback, Tekotia. And then the finishing from Malatino. Scoring it 2 right in front of the 18s team over there. And there is the conversion going over from To'ofoe. 10-4. Excellent tries scored in this game so far. Farron, Malatino. Oh, great stuff so far. This game is delivering with 3 very good tries in there. There's some good skills from Andre Penny. Just keeping it in the field of play. Bay of Plenty coming forward now through for Takiri. A little crack at the line here from Kingston Guerra Hall. In fact, that was the run from the hooker, Mare Kura. Bay of Plenty ticking it over near the halfway line is Hansen. Well back though, in perfect position that time was Rungy. Good chase, though, by Bay of Plenty. Ensuring that Auckland start this game, or this next set, just 12 metres out. Here's Te Katoa. And that will be half-time. Exciting first half. Not much in this particular game. It's all about getting possession and making something of it, which Auckland has done pretty well. They've scored 2 tries in the first half and have the lead by 10-4 at half-time. Well, let's have a look at the tries now. And they've all been superb. Love the little flick play there from Fa'anana to set up Rungy. And how about this from Blake? Individual brilliance here by the 15. Great effort to sneak through and score that try just ahead of Fa'anana. And then this try was special. Salulu did well to run in. Malatino still had plenty of work to do there. Great speed from Farron Malatino, though. 10-4 with that conversion going over from To'ofoi. Remember, Auckland have already won the 16s girls title, 22-4. Louis Anderson over there barking out instructions. Former Warriors player to his team as he's keen to make or get his team the title. And don't forget too, Auckland will be playing in both of the 18s finals coming up a little later too. And the girls, they're playing Bay of Plenty and the boys playing Southland. Hure at the bottom of your screen here, number 11 for Bay of Plenty. Hasn't touched the ball yet. And Bay of Plenty have got to get him the ball. He is a weapon. 4 tries he scored in the semi-final. But he's not touched it yet. So fingers crossed the Bay of Plenty Lakers can get that lad the ball because things happen. So second half underway. Devin Hansen restarts play. Just overcooks that little kick. Comfortably picked up by To'ofoi for Auckland. Next run from Sole. Taken nicely by Portai. Away goes Waipori Gray. Again, Auckland looking to get some shape going. Get some decoy runners to confuse the defence. Here goes Waipori Gray again. Now the try scorer, Malatino. Waipori Gray. Nice work from Hines. This is good play from Auckland. Playing up-tempo rugby league, setting it up nicely. Manoeuvring the Bay of Plenty defence around beautifully. Now the switch of play. Good stuff from Hines. Here comes Sasulu. And the chase. Blake is there in the nick of time. But that's an excellent set from Auckland. Couldn't have been any better. So Devin Hansen to restart play. Taken by Hines. Kairoa Hines again looking immediately to attack. Whangupo got that try in the semi-final. And it's another score for Auckland. That looked good from Jaden Waipori Gray. Oh, hang on, he's held up. Wow. That looked pretty good from Waipori Gray. Auckland back though, keen to make sure that they don't waste this opportunity. Stefan Te Katoa. And now here's Siope To'ofoi. Good work by Bramley, who's come back now. Bramley, look at the gap there. All he needed to do was shift that pass to Sole, and he would have been in. Waipori Gray. Hines, good hands. Whangupo. Good defence by Bay of Plenty. Try-saving tackle there from Manu Falau. Waipoti Gray. Oh, he's lost it. Being picked up by Reynolds. Strip is the rule, though, or the ruling by the referee. So Sole to play the ball, and Sole is over to score the try. Auckland out to 14-4, and that's try number 4 for Auckland. In fact, it's the 3rd try to Auckland. 2 in the first half, now 1 in the second. Sole.
Number 12, Sole. Kick to count.
Nato Sole. Waved away 14-4. So Bay of Plenty now pretty much in the last chance saloon with that try scored by Sole. This has been quite a good comeback from Auckland, hasn't it? Remember, they were beaten by Bay of Plenty 26-10 yesterday. Here's that strip call going against Bay of Plenty. As we see a replay of this try from Sole. Simple dive over. Disappointing effort there for Bay of Plenty to concede that. Now, Bay of Plenty have conceded possession again. So Auckland have got possession. Here's Sole, the try scorer. Kenny gets stuck in again. Beautiful short ball to Sasulu. Sasulu is through. Oh, he's going to gas Blake. There it is again for Auckland. Wonderful try once more. And that time, Cassius Sasulu. Beautiful short ball from the front row of Whangupo. And Sasulu still had to get around Blake. Super try again to Auckland. All looking good for the team in blue to win both titles in the 16s. Bay of Plenty just haven't had enough ball in the second half in particular. And of course they turned over the ball right from that kickoff there. And we're going to see that 18s team in action a little later. 20-2 against Southland in the boys' final. And that one hasn't gone 10, so Bay of Plenty, they've now got to somehow score with, 3.5 to play. Got to score 3 times. Now here's Hure with his first touch. Penalty going against Auckland. Good decision to go for the touchline and try and get some pressure on Auckland's goal line. So let's see what Bay of Plenty can do here. Hure. Here's Hure trying to muscle up again. Hansen into dummy half. Bay of Plenty got to score here, and they've got to score now as Chase Reed goes close. Hansen. Here's Reynolds. Now Blake. Good hands. Here's a chance. Oh, Manu Falau has not been able to gather that pass from Fata Ruranui. But Bay of Plenty coming back for a penalty. Here's Hansen. Now forward to Kitty. Forward to Kitty. Very close to the try line. Sloppy play the ball, and referee's not going to allow that one. Stefan Tekotia did really well there. But, the urgency that Bay of Plenty needed to play with probably working against them a little bit there. Things just haven't gone to plan for them at all in the second half. Having said that, that's been dropped stone cold. Manu Falau's got it, and he's lost it, goodness me. As someone put olive oil all over the ball. No one can grab it. Going to go back to that first lost ball, though. So Bay of Plenty are going to keep possession from a scrum, but they're going to have to pack it quickly because they're battling not only the scoreboard, but the clock as well. There's only a minute left. So really, Auckland have got this sealed, you'd think. Given Bay of Plenty have got to score 14 points in 50 seconds. Hansen. Plugging the short side, giving Blake a chance, and there goes Blake again. Wow, he has got some skills. Lahi Blake. 2 tries in the game for Lahi Blake. Nothing particularly complicated about that. That's just very good skill from Hansen initially to set it up, and then Blake to finish it off. But it's all going to be consolation for Bay of Plenty because they're probably out of time to get a restart here. But there he is, Lahi Blake. Remember that name. He looks a prospect too, doesn't he? Auckland have got the title, though. That is it. And there are the champions for 2026. It's Auckland who won both 16s titles. And they thoroughly deserve it with a very good performance in that final. Yeah, great stuff. Solomona Maranata is just too cool for school, isn't he? Yeah, I don't know if Sasulis is going to match Maranata, but let's have a look at the tries for you again. Set the tone, this one, didn't it? Lovely pickup from Rangi as Auckland got going early in this game. Bay of Plenty came back. This was definitely one of the tries of the tournament, wasn't it? Lahi, brilliant stuff. Lahi Blake. Got a feel for Bay of Plenty. They came into this game unbeaten, but in the end, Auckland turned up in this final. Malatino finishing this try off, the second. Tu'afoi was able to convert that one to give Auckland the lead at halftime, 10-4. And then they added 2 more tries in the second half. This one, well, from a Bay of Plenty perspective, a bit disappointing, wasn't it? To allow Sully to go over like that. But this one, this was all class. Beautiful short ball. Maybe on another day it might be forward. But Sasuli's finishing was superb. 18-4 at that stage, and then we saw Blake's last try. Still getting around Malatino. Very nicely there. 18-8, the full-time score. So Auckland win the 16s girls 22-4 over Waikato, and now 18-8 over Bay of Plenty to win the boys title. Congratulations to Auckland, the winners of both 16s titles for 2026. Just reminding you too, Taranaki finished in 3rd this year, beating Manawatu in that 3rd and 4th place playoff in the 16s boys by 16 points to 4. So well done to Taranaki. Standing by for the presentation for the 16s boys, and then our next match is at 1 o'clock between Auckland and Bay of Plenty in the 18s girls.
Over the last 2 days in our NZRL District 9s, again, acknowledge our mana whenua te aroa for welcoming us and hosting us on your whenua. Thank you to our sponsors, Pertec, Mainstream and Sky Sport. Congratulations to our runners-up for our under-16s boys. To receive your medal from the NZRL Football Ops Manager, David McMeekin, Bay of Plenty. For my Paki to our runners-up.
So great job from Bay of Plenty to reach the final. Anaru Pewhairangi's done a great job with this team. Just outplayed by Auckland in this one game. Boy, there's some talent in this side. Plenty of excitement coming out of Bay of Plenty in the 16s boys this year as they receive their runners-up medals. Have announcement of an MVP coming shortly as well for the 16s boys. Remember, Maya Tebbit was the MVP in the girls 16s. So we'll have that announced in just a moment for you.
And now to our winners of our under-16s boys 2026 Auckland. All my Paki to Auckland. Stefan Teko Tia, Farron Malatino, MJ Mayu, Tamarangi, Titan Hill, Julius Tinirao, Kairoa Hines, Rome Fa'anana, Cassius Sasulu, Tawa Whangupo, Solomona Maranata, Nuxel Sole, Michael Bradley, Jaden White, Poldy Gray, Siope Toro. Coached by Louis Anderson, Jerome Hines, manager Hilda Peters, and trainer Sana Hill, Kai Hao.
So well done to Auckland.
If we could please have your captain to receive your trophy for the under-16 boys NZRL District 9 winners 2026. Well done, Auckland.
Well, there they are, the winners of the 16s boys title for 2026. It is Auckland.
Thank you again to our sponsors.
Wonderful effort by this team. Turn around that big loss to Bay of Plenty in pool play to beat them in the final.
Also announcing our tournament MVP for the under-16 boys 2026. Number 7 from Bay of Plenty, Devin Hansen.
So well done to Devin Hansen. He's been named the MVP of the 16s boys for 2026. Devin Hansen.
Congratulations, Devin.
Great tournament from him. A pretty decent tournament for Bay of Plenty, despite not getting the win against Auckland. We're still here at Puketa Whero Park as we get set now for our second to last game. Can Auckland keep this run going? They've just won the 2 finals in the 16s. Can they get the 18s titles as well? And later we're going to get the boys playing Southland in the 18s boys final. Can the girls do it though against Bay of Plenty here in Rotorua? Going to be fascinating to see if they can do it. This one, it could be close. This is will be the second meeting between these two at this tournament. In pool play, Auckland won 14-8 in what was a very tight encounter. So this is, let's have a look here. I'm just going back through my notes here. Yes, Bay of Plenty led 14-4. This game, no, hang on, that was the 16s game between the two. Let me get my right, here we go. It's the next game here. So it was 4-all at halftime. Bay of Plenty led 8-4 when Flett scored just after halftime. But then Auckland finished really strong with 2 tries to win 14-8. They looked a little sluggish up to that point. Bay of Plenty had them, but in the end, Auckland showed some real resolve to fight through and win over Bay of Plenty in pool play. So other than that, it's all been good for these two teams. Auckland winning all 4 of their games, beating Manawatu 18-14, Northland 20-4. Bay of Plenty 14-8, as I just mentioned, and then Northland 24-0 in the semi-finals. Here's this Bay of Plenty team. They beat Manawatu 12-0 in the semi, beat them in pool play 36-0, and beat Northland 18-8 as well. But there's some very good players in this Bay of Plenty team. Mariah Makiha, number 9, has surely got to be putting her hand up for MVP. She has been simply outstanding in all the games that we've seen her play. As we touched on in previous commentaries, there are 9 players in that Bay of Plenty team from the Rotorua Girls High School who featured in the grand final of last year's New Zealand Secondary Schools Championship against Auckland Girls Grammar, who have a number of their players in this Auckland team, including Betsy Fafita, number 2. Very good player. In fact, she might just about be the only one from Auckland Girls Grammar. Oh no, there's another one, Casey Lee Tuese Misa. Keep your eye on her too, the number 5, a very good prospect. So there is very good players scattered all through these two teams. Who's going to prevail? The referee is Porfi Vivas. And we are underway in a clever little kickoff, which has been picked up by Betsy Fafita for Auckland. Let's have a look and see what Auckland can start with here. Good tackling by Bay of Plenty. Good work by Adams in particular. And there is Casey Lee Tuese Misa. Stand, get her wide of the ruck and get those legs pumping. She's hard to handle. Tans Talea. Tackle just short of the halfway line, or the 40-metre line in Bay of Plenty territory. Here's Tuiasa Misa again, almost through. She's a handful, I'll tell you. Fafita at dummy half. Off she goes, Betsy Fafita. Fafita, look at all the space there for Fafita. Finally handled there by Bay of Plenty. And Fafita be disappointed there that she couldn't free the ball. And away comes Harris. Neela Harris with that carry. Here's Makiha. So Bay of Plenty hard on defence as Makiha shows that fancy footwork again. Well handled there by Talea. Almost conceding the penalty there was Tans Talea. Here's Puku. Well handled by Peto. Puku, a dangerous runner like Tuiese Misa. He's looking for a little bit more action on this left edge. That time was Irahe, the captain for Bay of Plenty. Here's Makiha giving it back to Adams. Not a bad set from Bay of Plenty, given where the set started, right on their own goal line. Is Nahiu. Gets a good roll on for that kick. Going back to field this one is Akaliana Faith Leonga. Her sister won the 16s earlier today, Alyssa May. The Leongas both go to Avondale College in Auckland. Nice tackling there from Adams, using her strength and power to drive that Auckland player back. It was Chuko going backwards big time there. Now, Siliota. Here goes Fafita again. Sneaking up the middle, Betsy Fafita. Makiha tracking back. Great run from the hooker. Puku does well to go back and grab her. But Auckland, big momentum here for Siliota. Now here is Leonga. Siliota again. Poor pass from her. Picked up by Driscoll Morariki, but no knock on. Here is Tonga. Tonga gets her arms free. She'll score surely, or lead a try here. And here is the score. Shanlai Chuko has got it. And just too much momentum for Auckland. And they score first in this game. Well done. And it's Shania Chuko who gets the score. So 4-0 to Auckland. Chuko gets her third try of the tournament. So Silo Ata.
Number 18, Shania Betty Chuka.
There's a missed that one. So 4-0 score remains. Shania Chuko.
Kick goes unconverted, so score Auckland 4, Bay of 20 0.
Third try, got a try against Northland in the team's second game, then scored again against Northland in the semi-final.
Let's go, Bay.
Corley Corona fielding the ball there into dummy half. She goes off that run from Mackenzie Anderson Tito. Here's Harris. Oh, poor offload. Bay of Plenty. Those errors can be hugely costly in nines.
Go back to structure, girls.
Already down 4-0. Ball handling is going to be a big issue for Bay of Plenty. Here's Fafita. Straight away it's Shirley Tonga who's going to muscle up in this 18s final. Well, here's a good run from Peto. Here's Auckland again. Fafita. Well, she deserves a try and she's got one. She's made a terrific start, Betsy Fafita. A seasoned rep player for many years now at underage level. And Betsy Fafita, over she goes, the 18-year-old. Counties 18s player from last year, national champion. Also won the secondary schools championship last year with Auckland Girls Grammar. And New Zealand secondary school 16s player from 2024, Betsy Fafita, playing for the RP for the Auckland Blaze team of the RP Nichols Cup just last month. So 8-0. Sela Siloata to attempt the conversion. Struck that one much better, but no direction as Siloata. So there is Fafita. Again, another player of great promise out of Otahuhu and Mangere East. And Bay of Plenty hampered there by their lack of marker defence, making it easy for Fafita.
Who's up here?
So Auckland with the advantage. It's a nice take there from Tamaya Mihaka. Got a shout out to both coaches too. Great job done by Rod Makiha for Bay of Plenty, and Auckland co-coached by Jesse Filippo and Ricky Apulu. Now away goes Makiha. Good tackle. What a beauty. Karamia Driscoll Maruariki with a really good tackle. Now here comes Flett. Makiha. Now it comes to Nahiu. Now Puku with a bit of space on this right edge. Almost getting through. Good support there from Nahiu. That's good elusive skills. Bay of Plenty winding up here. They might score from this play. Here's Hayward. Good scrambling tackling though by Auckland. Here's a little dab of the line from Nahiu. She's got her own ball back. Puku. And Puku is over. Very nice score there for Puku. Really good from Kaya Puku. And Bay of Plenty are on the board. And boy, they needed a try before half-time.
Try score
Excellent work from Nahiu to get the ball back in Puku, who's been hard to tackle all tournament. Gets to score, so 8-4, Bay of Plenty on the board in this 18s girls final. And that's where the score will remain for Puku, who scored 2 tries against Manawatu, 1 against Northland in pool play, so that's her 4th of the tournament. Close to half-time. And they won't get the restart for the second half. So 8-4 is the half-time score. Still anyone's contest here in this 18s girls final between Auckland and Bay of Plenty. Well, let's have a look at all the tries. So far, 3 of them in this first half. 2 beautifully taken here. Here no score from Chukau. And then the second try to Fafita, who's probably been the pick of the players out there in this first half, Betsy Fafita. Puku getting her own back here. That good work from Nahiu. Here she goes, Kai Puku. So there we are. Those are the 3 tries in the first half. Got a shout out too for Northland in the 18s girls. They have won 3rd place, beating Manawatu 16 points to 4 in the play for 3rd and 4th. So well done to the Northern Swords from Northland. All eyes on the second half here. Can this Auckland team win and make it 3 from 3 in 2026? What about Bay of Plenty? 4-4 in pool play between these two teams. It was 4-4 at halftime, so pretty similar score lines heading into the second half of this contest. Don't forget the boys' final 18 for the 18s is coming at 20-2, and that will be between Auckland and Southland. And reminding you, it's a big year for rugby league. It's World Cup year, and we've got a double header coming to Christchurch in October, and you can get tickets at rlwc2026.com. It's going to be a great occasion with the Kiwi Ferns and the Kiwis playing on the same day in the brand new stadium in Christchurch, which is officially opened, and he's got his first matches coming up in about 3 weeks, just under 3 weeks now. Anzac weekend. Going to be a super round there of Super Rugby. There's Betsy. Betsy Fafita, number 2 there. Just squatting down, the key player in this Auckland team. Likewise, player walking towards the Akiliana, Faith Liunga, with the black headgear on. So still plenty of work to do for this Auckland team. Still got their business faces on, haven't they? Not comfortable with just that 4-point lead. Second half underway. So Bay of Plenty again proving Auckland's defence hard to crack. Bay of Plenty's error rate has been good though in the tournament. Bidere looking for Puku again. No gaps for her as for Fafita. Muscles up on defence, so too Walker, Tuiletu Funga. Anderson Tito with that run. Now away goes Makiha again. Nice play from Urere. Adams standing wide of the ruck. Wisely holds the ball there, Briley Adams. Urere on the last. A few players in an offside position. Was Puku in front of the kicker? Not sure there. Does get involved. In fact, she was in front of the kicker. So in that instance, the player's got to retreat 10 metres. Looked like 2 or 3 players in front of the kicker there. Puku, all sorts of pressure there on Siluata. And she's going to be okay to continue in this game. So Auckland straight into the action. Excellent run upfield here. And Siluata's taken into touch. Nice chasing back by Puku. So Plenty going to get the ball back. Leonga choosing not to find touch. And initially it was a good decision as they found space for Siluata. Puku was saying, not on my watch. Speaking of not on my watch, how about that from Fafita again? Brilliant performance from her. Now here's Makiha, her opposite number. Got to stay in the field of play. Ooh, close call there. Very close call, but the touch is ruled. She was in touch. See if she got the ball away. Oh, fair play to the touchy. She was right there. Unobstructed view. So Auckland get the ball back. Opportunity missed there by both teams to start the second half. Sio Falau driven backwards for Auckland. Walker Tulieletu Funga almost through again. It's a good run by the front row. The county's 18s rep from last year. National champion she was. Now Fafita, check that out. Oh, that's great play. Siluata is in the clear. And I wonder who they're supporting. Siluata scores for Auckland. She scored in 4 of the 5 games now that Auckland have played in as Sela Siluata from Mangere East. Auckland Vulcans winger from last year's NZRL Youth Tournament. So here's Leonga trying to convert this try, and she does so. Well, that's a vital 2 points, isn't it, for Auckland. 14-4, 10-point game now. And Auckland in no hurry to take the restart either. So here's Adams firing up. In fact, it's Smalley Hutch with that strong run. Now Briley Adams, or now in fact that's Anderson Tito. She's going backwards. Look at that. Again, it's Fafita. Well, Fafita is penalised there. A little unluckily there, Betsy Fafita. She is the MVP of this game for sure. And there she is again, driving a player backwards. She is having a heck of a game, and she might have just copped an injury there. Elbow to the face or something like that is Anderson Tito. Now Nahiu looking to take advantage of Fafita not being in the middle of the field to defend. Torte Collier. Puku having a run. A good tackle. And Auckland have got it. Wonderful effort from Silawata. That's been the real feature of this game, hasn't it? And there's a strip. Excellent job from Nahiu to win the ball back for Bay of Plenty. Defence in this game has been really good, particularly from Auckland. Bay of Plenty, remember, have been scoring plenty of points in their previous games. Anderson Tito. Smalley Hutch. Bay of Plenty got a score right here, right now. You'd think they have a chance. Irarai, into the gap goes Harris. Almost through. Was Harris. Here's Smalley Hutch driving and scoring. Over she goes, Smalley Hutch. And Bay of Plenty have got a chance. Good setup, good lead-up work by Harris and by Irarai. And Smalley Hutch isn't going to be able to be stopped from that position. Arby Smalley Hutch. He was in the 16s team last year. We'll just triple check about that conversion attempt. So 14-8. No conversion confirmed. So 14-8 is the score. Which means Bay of Plenty still need a try and a conversion. And they've got 90 seconds left. One more good set, and it's been lost forward. Here's a chance for Bay of Plenty. Extraordinary. What can they do here? Irarai, a good 10-12 metre gain there for Bay of Plenty. Maybe even more with those post-contact meters. Makiha, it's tailor-made for her here. Almost there. She's not held. Hang on, what's the ref? He says she was tackled. So back she goes. Irarai. Nahiu. Big cutout pass to Harris. Harris couldn't get momentum. It's dropped by Adams. Referee Vivas calls an Auckland possession. Was that the game? Was that the championship right there for Bay of Plenty? And now Auckland have a chance with the ball, and she's dropped it. Can you believe that? What a stunning play from Sia Falau. Last play of the game here. Can Bay of Plenty find a way to score a converted try? Smalley Hutch. No momentum into her run there whatsoever. It's over. And Auckland have got it. 14-8. It's another title to Auckland in 2026.
And that is full time over here for our under-18 girls final.
For the game.
And that was amazing finish. But Auckland have got 3 titles here now, with their under-18 girls also winning. Hard-fought victory, 14-8. That's the same score as the clash and pool play between these two. And you've got to give Betsy Fafita got to give her props in that game. She was brilliant.
The boys are yet to come in the next final.
And Auckland on track to win all 4 titles.
Thank you again to all our family and our supporters that have been coming out.
Well,
over the last
great
few
game.
days.
Hard luck for Bay of Plenty.
Our NZRL District 9.
Next up, we have the
And let's have a look at all the tries again for you. And first of all, it was Shania Chuke who got this one. Beautiful lead-up play. An easy finish for her in the end. Second try came shortly after for Betsy Fafita. Had the Bay of Plenty defence at 6s and 7s on that occasion. Puku got one back here off some excellent lead-up play from Nehu. She had a fine tournament, as did Puku. Betsy Fafita setting up the next try for Silawata. And that was converted to give Auckland those 2 extra points. And then right at the end, we saw Smalley Hutch give. Bay plenty of chance. She got in good position there. Always going to be hard to stop. And in the end, Auckland hung on to win the game. So Auckland, 14 points to 8. Get the victory over Bay of Plenty. And just repeating the news for you. Earlier on, it was Northland that beat Manawatu to win 3rd in the 18s. They won that playoff game 16 points to 4. So that leaves just the one game, and there it is. It's between Southland and Auckland for the 18s boys title.
Presenting our awards, and we look today from our 2 teams, the NZRL football operations.
So almost ready for the presentation for this game.
To our runners-up, Bay of Plenty. For my thank to Bay of Plenty under 18s girls.
There they are, all the medals for Bay of Plenty. The Bay of Plenty, gallant effort from them. Good work. There's some very exciting prospects in this Bay of Plenty team, and we're going to see them in action again later on in the year, of course, at the NZRL Youth Tournament and the New Zealand Secondary Schools Tournament again. So still plenty of opportunities coming for all these players later on in the year.
Introducing your winners for the NZRL District 9 under 18s girls, Auckland. Silas, Silawata, Betsy Fafita.
So here are the winners, Auckland. Really good job from them. Not an easy win, that one.
KTL, Ada, Pitau, Karamia Driscoll, Maru Ariki, Shania Betty Chukau, Deandre Pania Walker Tui Letufunga. Coached by Jess Filippo and Rick Abulu, manager Nita Pitau, and trainer Ivo Siafolau. Congratulations, team. If you could come back through.
Well done to the coaches too.
If we could have your
Jess
captain to
Filippo
receive the cup for
Rick
the under 18s
Apulu.
girls.
So we're going to get the announcement too of the MVP in just a moment for this division.
Receiving the cup for your under 18s girls winners of the NZRL District 9's 2026.
So there they are, the Auckland under 18 girls champions for 2026.
Big cheer, well done girls. Also again, we have had our selectors walking around watching all the games across the 2 days, announcing your MVP, your tournament MVP for the under 18s girls 2026, number 9 from Bay of Plenty, Mariah Makiha.
So Mariah Makiha has got the MVP. So what a prospect she is, getting that medal there from Dave McMeekin from New Zealand Rugby League. And maybe outplayed in that final by Betsy Fafita, but boy, what a player she is going to be. Come back, you're going to have to she's going to have to get used to the cameras if she keeps playing that well down over the next few years. But So far, Bay of Plenty have won the MVPs in all 3 divisions, which is pretty exciting for the Lakers. Well, that leaves just the one game, and that is coming next. It is the under-18 boys final between Southland and Auckland. Well, last game here for the District 9s here in Rotorua for 2026. And we have Auckland against Southland for the 18s titles. Congratulations firstly to Southland to make the final. They have been big improvers as the tournament's gone on. They met Auckland in their first game, lost 20-0, but since then they have got better and better. Lost to Northland 24-22. Then beat Taranaki 22-4 and then beat Northland with a very accomplished performance in the semi-finals, 20 points to 8. And up until that point, Northland were undefeated. Auckland, meantime, have looked very good. Southland 20-0 in their first game. Waikato 18-8, beat Manawatu 26-4 and then thumped Waikato 30-0 in their semi-final. Auckland have only conceded 12 points in their 4 games, whilst putting on, what's this, 38, 58, 64, 94 points in their 4 games. And to just give them a little bit more extra motivation, Auckland, if they win this, they will sweep all 4 titles here at the District 9s for 2026. So there it is, Auckland versus Southland in the grand final of the 18s boys. We can tell you in the playoff for 3rd and 4th, Waikato beat Northland 20 points to 16. So congratulations to Waikato, finish in 3rd place. Luke Whitaker has got the referee's whistle for this game. So here are Auckland ready to go. They're coached by Matai Otonuku. Willie Cameron's done a fabulous job with the Southland team. So let's have a look at their squad there, the Southland team. There's 5 players that have had experience at this tournament last year, either in the 16s or the 18s team. Southland finished 5th in the 18s last year and 6th in the 16s. And they're going to finish either 1st or 2nd in the 18s this year, which is a great job indeed. So, game is all set to kick off in just a few seconds' time. Auckland, meantime, has got 8 players with rep experience in their team. A few players that fronted for the New Zealand Secondary Schools Championships last year for Southern Cross and Avondale College. I've got a rep there, Mackenzie Lee, number 2. And there's some Dean Bell Cup reps from earlier on in the year. A couple of counties reps from 2024. So Auckland ready to go, with referee Whitaker getting the game underway. Oh, straight away there's an error from Southland. Simpson Stevenson's dropped the ball stone cold. Well, that's extraordinary. That wasn't a knock on. There's a stroke of fortune for Stevenson. Tell you what, he buys a lotto ticket tonight. He's gonna win. Look at this run from Esplin. Great stuff from him. Now here's the speedster. Ramazani. Great stuff. Oh, Esplin. He gathers that. Things are going to happen. Oh, boy, that was a close call. So close there. Beasley plays the ball. Auckland getting away with something, and straight away they're asking questions with Ursik just overrunning it a little. Now Sekene. Some pretty powerful runners in this Auckland team who are really going to ask questions. Kopelani. Into dummy half comes forward Walter. Here's a little run from Muaulu. Good hands. And the offload can't quite link up there from Nico Beasley. So Southland have got it again. Well, both teams having opportunities in these first moments of this game. Stevenson hit our boy. Solid shot. And referee Whitaker doesn't like that tackle.
Stay 10, boys, stay 10.
Oh yeah, shoulder charge coming in there from Rylan Muaulu. Referee Whitaker getting that one spot on. Southland playing into a little breeze, seems to, in this first half. Yeah, check out that Pertek flag over there. So Southland, what can they do with this play? Got to try in that semi-final. Straight away, almost into a hole, there was Alan Raymond. Worth repeating too, if you didn't watch Southland's earlier game, they're playing with only 13 players in their squad. They had a couple of injuries. Yaba Singer is in crutches, and Harry Fletcher is the other one of the halves who is been ruled out of the tournament too. Here's Raymond. Now Lincoln Esplin, fantastic performance from him in the semi-finals. Mokoroa, good driving run from the winger. Get a good support from the Southland 16 boys team over on that side of the field too. Here's Esplin. Wayward pass, but nicely gathered by Hollis. He was in the 16s team last year for Southland. Stepping up to the 18s is Esplin. Well, that kick was straight down the throat there of Mackenzie Lee. To Auckland have it. 10 metres out from their own line.
Hold him down.
On the way, Southland.
Southland's defence are well organised. Tackle technique is pretty solid. Beasley, good run from Nico Beasley. Ruck speed a little bit better this time for this Auckland team. Gives an opportunity here for Ford Walter. Ford Walter straight through, good work. And Tris Ford Walter is over for a brilliant try. Oh, just that one missed tackle from Esplin, and what about the step from Ford Walter? 16s Counties rep player from 2024. Tata Scorpions player. Got that one locked away. Ford Walter. Second try of the tournament, third try of the tournament, fourth try of the tournament, in fact. Got a try against Southland, Waikato, and against Waikato again in the semi-finals. So Luke Sekene has got this conversion attempt. 4-0, the score remains.
Unconverted, Auckland 4, Southland 0.
A restart. Downfield from Sekene. Oh, no way. That is outstanding. Ensign Taufuao has scored a stunning try from the kickoff. Unreal.
Number 19, Ensign Taufuao.
That is just not fair. Luke Sekene totally mistiming that drop kick to restart play. You might say that was planned, but I don't think the evidence is going to help him. But 8-0 is the score. Well, here he is again. Hopefully he'll time this one a little better, Luke Sekene. He does, but you know you can time them good, but if you don't get the direction right, you get the same result for 8-0. Superb try from Ensign Taufuao.
Auckland 8, Southland 0.
Wow, hard luck for Southland. No luck for them at all. Particularly that last try. Now here's Mokoroa.
Make your 10, Auckland!
Whoops, a little bit of obstruction there with Carter running through the line. Nixon service forced to take the tackle. Here's Esplin. Now Carter. He's a good player, Paul Carter. Had a good tournament. Good honest front rower. Hollis. Nicely handled by Tuio Netoa.
Arms away!
Hustle with that tackle for Auckland as well. Here goes Stevenson again. Comfortably handled again by the Auckland defence. 1 minute left in this first half. Good hands from Hollis. And that's gone backwards. Picked up. Oh, again. Unlucky Southland. He's definitely made the right call there, Luke Whitaker, the referee. Definitely came forward off the Southland player. So Auckland get the ball again with 30 seconds left in this first half. Now here's Lee. Nice little play from Ussel. Here's Beasley running around, giving it out to Ursig. Oh, he's lost it. Good work by Ramazani to force the error there from Matthew Ursig. Some serious gas has Matthew Ursig, but look at that, he's just lost it. Good work from Ramazani. Southland took clocks against them to do something in this first half as Paul Carter busts through. There's just a few seconds remaining in this first half as Esplin, beautiful pass. Out it goes here to Chinpoi. Mokoroa at dummy half. Service. And Esplin keeps the ball alive really well there. Service. That is a good nudge. And here's Auckland with an opportunity through Nico Beasley. Oh, it's gone back to Southland. Mokoroa. Stevenson. Here's a chance. Witty hitter. Well, Auckland, good numbers in defence there. They drifted over really well. And that means Southland will stay scoreless in this first half. 2 tries to Auckland in the first half. 8-0 they lead over Southland in the boys 18s final.
Again, just a huge thank you to our sponsors.
Let's have a look at the tries. And here's Tristan Ford Walter again. Superb individual play from Ford Walter. Awesome try. And here's the second try again. I mean, you'll never see something like that again, will you? Taufuao with a brilliant score. What's that saying? From the sublime to the ridiculous. It was really from the ridiculous to the sublime, that try, wasn't it? It's a complete opposite. But they all count, don't they? Auckland leading 8-0. If you're just watching or joining the broadcast, Auckland have won all 3 other titles today. And the 16s girls beating Waikato 22-4. And the 16s boys 18-8 over Bay of Plenty. And the 18s girls 14-8 over Bay of Plenty. And now they're leading 8-0 over Southland here in the final game of this year's tournament. And again, well done to all the MVPs of the tournament so far. I'll repeat them for you. Maya Tebbit winning from Bay of Plenty, winning the girls 16s MVP. Devon Hansen from Bay of Plenty winning the 16s boys MVP. And then it was Maria Makiha, the 18s girls MVP, another Bay of Plenty player. But there won't be a Bay of Plenty player winning the MVP of this division because there is no Bay of Plenty team. So we will have someone from another team getting that award. So we will await to see who that is at the post-match presentation. Don't forget, of course, too, with the NZRL youth tournaments coming back later this year. September, October. So there's a lot more tournaments coming. New Zealand secondary schools, Auckland, of course, and other districts have their competitions to look forward to over the next few months. So here we go with the second half. So Southland get us underway. The final 9 minutes of the District 9s for 2026. Auckland up 8-0. Mark Sekene. Stone Colds drops it, and here goes Hollis looking to claim an opportunity here for Ramazani. Well, errors from Auckland, giving Southland a big chance again. Witihera is just going to take a carry from dummy half. As he lost it forward into an Auckland player. So let's have a look here. What is referee Whitaker doing here? In fact, he stopped play. It looks like it might be Esplin. Or it's Hollis. Well, it looks like he's just winded. Try and see what happened here. Let's have a look at Hollis. I hope he's all right. No, oh, another error from Auckland. So a sloppy start there from Ursig. Again, Southland getting a big chance here. Esplin waits at dummy half. Now Raymond. Another penalty being conceded. Auckland with hands. And now penalties. Lely Essel with that penalty that time is Raymond. Martini going in there. That player's not square at marker, and a try's been scored. Southland are over. Well, Auckland not at the races in the second half for some reason. So here is service. Look at that, just standing around. It was Muaulu, not quite sure what would happen to him, but anyway, Nixon service went over and scored the try. So service number 6 was the try scorer. Southland rather right back in this game. So goal kicking becomes important here for Esplin. Waved away, so score remains 8-4 in favour of Auckland. And it'll give them the opportunity to hit the reset button, because Auckland have not been, it's not been happening for them at all in this second half. Southland do take advantage. So Chinpoy to restart play for Southland. Bounce is going to favour them almost. Oh, favours Auckland again. Can you believe it? And away they come. Here's a good run up the middle of the field from Natini. And it was the same player, Musesi Tolatau this time, running forward. Now here's Auckland on the boil. It's To'ofoi. Here's a chance and Ursig is over. Well, again, the bounce from the kickoff doesn't go Southland's way. It goes Auckland's way, and they make Southland pay. That's a beautiful lead up from To'ofoi and Ursig. Scores in the corner, Matthew Ursig. He's been scoring tries in every game. One against Southland in game 1. Another one in game 2 against Waikato. 2 against Manawatu in game 3. And then one more against Waikato in the semi-finals. And now one in the grand final. So 12-4. So score remains that. And we've got about halfway through the second half.
Try goes unconverted. Auckland 12, Southland 4.
So Muaulu getting set to restart play. It's a good dropout with 3 minutes to play. Southland need to score twice. Chimpoi gives it out to Esplin. Service. Ramazani, they're not using him on that occasion. Nixon service. Here's Esplin looking to get Carter going upfield. Yeah, great stuff from Paul Carter. Now Raymond. Here goes Esplin at dummy half. Chinpoy, good work here. Oh, Southland have got some real momentum here. Dylan Sakipi not used on this left wing side just yet as Chinpoy. There's a crack from dummy half, Chinpoy. And he's only just a half a metre short. And that's the end of the set. Wow, Auckland just surviving. For Ao with the carry. Now Mulu'ulu. Mulu'ulu. That's good work. Good tackle in the end by Alan Raymond. Where goes forward Walter. Luke Sekeni with that run. Forward Walter again. Trying to get Nico Beasley into the game. Lee Playing that one, Mackenzie Lee. Luke Sekini again. And Nico Beasley. Ruck speed is excellent there for Ford Walter. Luke Sekini again. Now it's come off a Southland player. It's play on. And not only that, it's a restarted count. So that might just be that. And a penalty has gone against Southland. That player not clearing the ruck fast enough. All that's going to do is soak up some time off the clock as Auckland are now just seconds away, but Ursig wants to score another try. Well, Alan Raymond is the player who's injured. They've had their injury problems, Southland. A few bit down on troops, but they've done remarkably well to get to the final. Remember, they were thumped 20-0 by Auckland in pool play. They're performing much better. Improvement in them in the space of 24 hours has been absolutely outstanding. And that's been knocked on. And Southland, have they got time for one more crack here? Simpson Stevenson. Maybe with one last play here for Mokoroa. Esplin. Service. All of these Southland players given sterling efforts in this two-day tournament. Again, the firepower, athleticism of Auckland's teams, they're going to prevail. A bit of luck too with those two kickoff. Those two kickoff bounces that really went their way. Here's Stevenson playing to the end of the game. Good work from him. Chinpoy. Esplin. There is the hooter. This is the last play. Sadly, it's dropped by Sakipi. And that will be the end of the game. And Auckland have got the 18s boys title. They've got all the titles here at the District 9s in 2026 in Rotorua. Well, they ground out that win, the Auckland team. They've got the win over Southland by 12 points to 4. Well done to Auckland. 3 tries in the game. Ford Walter, Taufu'u and Ursig. And those 2 kickoffs, tries from the kickoffs. Oh! To'ofoi. Don't know about that. Yeah, you're bulletproof though when you're 17, 18, aren't you? Yeah, good stuff from Auckland. Good to see the excitement as we check out the tries again. Ford Walter, brilliant try. He stepped around Alan Raymond there. And away he went. Second try here from this kickoff. Freakish bounce. Going the way there of Tau Fu'o, who finished that one absolutely brilliantly. And then the other one came from a kickoff as well. But Southland showed some mettle. His service going over to score their only points of the game. At that stage it was 8-4. Then earlier we saw, again, a very unlucky bounce going against Southland, but boy, did Auckland capitalise as Ursig finished off. And that ended up being the last score of the game, as they sealed victory by 12 points to 4. Shout out again to Waikato, who won 3rd in this division with a 20-16 win over Northland. But Auckland prevail in some style here in Rotorua in 2026, as I touched on, winning all 4 titles. Don't think that's happened before in the District 9s. But a shout out again to Southland. They would have been unheralded big time coming into this tournament, and to finish second in the 6 teams that competed in this division is a fine effort. So both teams standing by now for the presentation. So one more time to remind you about the big doubleheader coming for the Rugby League World Cup in Christchurch in late October. Kiwi Ferns and Kiwis in that doubleheader down in Christchurch. Reminding you too, there is the web address to get tickets. RLWC2026.com.
Congratulations to our runners-up of the Under-18s Boys 2026. District 9, Southland.
Southland, great effort for them to finish in second place.
Southland, their first time in the finals here at our District 9.
A really fine performance from them, and love the improvement. There's Esplin, what a tournament he's had. But he wasn't the only one in the Southland team who had a fine tournament. Plenty of these guys did, as they took their rugby league to a new level, which was great. And who knows, we might get to see some of these boys again later on in the year at the NZRL Youth Tournament. And hopefully the South Island Scorpions have teams again.
Our Under-18s Boys, Auckland.
But Auckland,
well into the team, Mackenzie
once again, prevail in 2026.
Josh Tui Netoa, Joey Sarnele, Luke Sekene, Lely Aso, Mark.
Lots of good players again coming out of Auckland. And remember, there's a heck of a lot of good players in the Warriors system at the moment that didn't feature in this tournament. So the future of rugby league is bright and continues to be bright in the Auckland region.
Nikau Beasley, coached by Mate Otanuku, Taufa Nusimeki, manager Elizabeth Kawaguchi, and trainer Siua Otanuku. Could we please have your captain?
Great job from the coaching staff as well.
Could we have the team and your captain make your way forward to receive your trophy? Congratulations again, your winners for the NZRL District 9's Under-18s Boys, Auckland.
So there they are, the winners of the Under-18 Boys, to go along with the other 3 titles here. Auckland completing a dominant weekend of rugby league here at the District 9s.
Well done, boys. Also, just an acknowledgement of the tournament MVP for our Under-18 Boys, number 15 from Northland, Justin Peterson.
Yeah, well done to Justin Peterson. Great job for him to win the MVP in the Under-18 Boys. Again, a fine prospect coming out of Northland for Rugby League, Justin Peterson.
And that concludes our District 9.
Well, that wraps it up for another year. Yeah, the traditional Easter tournament for Youth Rugby League in New Zealand, in Rotorua for the first time. And it's been a wonderful weekend of Rugby League. Now thanks to all the staff from New Zealand Rugby League and all the staff that brought these games together for you over the last 2 days. And congratulations once again to Auckland Rugby League, winning all 4 titles. 22-4 over Waikato in the 16s girls, 18-8 over Bay of Plenty in the 16s boys, 14-8 in the 18s girls, and 12-4 over Southland in the 18s boys. Thanks for watching, and we hope you enjoyed the tournament for 2026, and we'll catch you for more Rugby League later on in the year as we again keep an eye on all the hot young talent coming out of New Zealand Aotearoa.